There is an organization based in Zurich, Switzerland. It is not a government. It is not a bank. It has no army. It controls no territory. But it has more member countries than the United Nations. And in 2026, it is on track to collect $13 billion from a single tournament. That organization is FIFA, and what it has built is one of the most extraordinary financial empires in the history of sport. FIFA stands for Fédération Internationale de Football Association. It was founded in 1904 in Paris by just 7 countries. Today, it has 211 member nations. To put that in perspective, the United Nations, the organization that governs the entire planet, has only 193 members. FIFA has more members than the United Nations. It is officially registered under Swiss law as a non-profit organization. An organization projected to generate $13 billion from the 2026 World Cup alone is technically a non-profit. That single fact tells you everything you need to know about how FIFA operates. FIFA organizes its finances in 4-year cycles, built around each World Cup. And the numbers from each cycle tell a remarkable story of growth. In 2003, FIFA's total annual revenue was $575 million. By 2018, a single World Cup cycle generated $6.4 billion. For the current 2023 to 2026 cycle, FIFA's own approved budget targets $11 billion in total revenue. Some projections place it even higher, at $13 billion. So where does all this money actually come from? The answer is 3 things: television rights, sponsorship deals, and ticket sales. Television rights alone account for the biggest share. In the 2015 to 2018 cycle, out of $6.4 billion in total revenue, $4.6 billion came purely from selling the right to broadcast the World Cup on television. Every network in every country that wants to show a World Cup match pays FIFA directly. Then come the sponsorships. The biggest brands on earth, Adidas, Coca-Cola, Visa, Hyundai, Qatar Airways, pay FIFA for the right to attach their name to the World Cup. For the 2026 World Cup, all 16 global sponsorship positions were sold out before the tournament even kicked off. That had never happened before in FIFA history. And then there are ticket sales. For the 2026 World Cup, approximately 5.8 million tickets are being sold across 104 matches. Matchday revenue alone is projected at around $3 billion, a 216% increase compared to Qatar in 2022. Now here's where this story becomes genuinely remarkable. FIFA's projected revenue for its current 4-year cycle is $13 billion. Iceland, a real independent sovereign country with a population of 400,000 people, has a total GDP of around $33 billion annually according to World Bank data. FIFA generates in 4 years what Iceland generates in less than 2. And Iceland is not a poor country. It is one of the wealthiest nations per capita in the entire world. Now think about the smaller nations. FIFA itself has 211 member countries. Many of those countries, the ones in the Pacific, in the Caribbean, across parts of Africa, have GDPs of just a few $100 million per year. FIFA's annual revenue from non-World Cup years alone, around $766 million in 2021, exceeds the entire annual GDP of multiple FIFA member nations. An organization that collects money from nations is itself richer than many of those nations. The 2026 World Cup is the biggest in history. For the first time ever, 48 teams are competing across 104 matches. According to a joint study by FIFA and the World Trade Organization, the total global economic impact of the 2026 World Cup is projected at $80 billion in gross output. It will contribute an estimated $40.9 billion to global GDP. For the United States alone, FIFA's own projections show a $17.2 billion boost to the American economy and the creation of 185,000 jobs. The tournament is generating $3 billion in matchday revenue, making it the highest-earning single sporting event in human history from ticket sales alone. And every single dollar of FIFA's own share, estimated at $8.9 billion from this tournament, flows directly to an organization registered as a non-profit in Switzerland. To be fair, FIFA does redistribute a significant portion of its revenue. Prize money for the 2022 Qatar World Cup was $440 million, with the champion receiving $44 million. FIFA also runs its financial assistance program, giving each of its 211 member associations $300,000 after each World Cup, plus $250,000 annually for football development. Russia, as the 2018 World Cup host, received $791 million in financial support from FIFA directly. FIFA's football development investment increased sevenfold between 2016 and 2022, according to its own annual reports. So the money does flow back into football, at least some of it. But the structure remains extraordinary, a Swiss-registered nonprofit with more members than the United Nations. Controlling billions of dollars, making decisions about which countries host the world's biggest sporting events, and answerable ultimately to no government on Earth. FIFA began with 7 countries and a handshake in Paris in 1904. 122 years later, it controls a financial empire that rivals the economies of entire nations. It is richer than most of its own members. It generates more money from a single tournament than many countries produce in a year. And it does all of this as a nonprofit. Whether that is a story of football's extraordinary global power or something more troubling is a question every fan watching the 2026 World Cup right now should be asking. If this video changed how you see the World Cup, share it with someone who needs to watch it, because the game on the pitch is only half the story.